Hello. Are you ready for our next story? Our next story is about a dinosaur. Dinosaurs don't exist anymore, so I don't want you to be scared by this story. It's sort of scary on purpose to be kind of funny, and I hope you find it funny. I did. It's called We Don't Eat Our Classmates, and it's by Ryan T. Higgins. Are you ready?
Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day a little T-Rex starts to school. What are my classmates going to be like? Will they be nice? How many teeth will they have? This was very important. Penelope's mom bought her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorite because ponies are delicious. Penelope's dad packed her a lunch of 300 tuna sandwiches and 1 apple juice. Finally, the big day came, and Penelope Rex was very surprised to find out that all of her classmates were children. And so she ate them, because children are delicious. "Penelope Rex," said Mrs. Noodleman, "we don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once." So she did. It was not the best way to start school. Still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day. She tried hard to make friends at recess. She finger-painted some of her best work. She even saved Griffin Emery a seat at lunch. "You can sit here," and she's pointing to her plate. Penelope started to notice everyone was making friends but her. It was lonely. When she got home, her dad asked her about her first day of school. "I didn't make any friends," Penelope cried. "None of the children wanted to play with me." "Penelope Rex," her father asked, "did you eat your classmates?" "Well, maybe, sort of, just a little bit." "Sometimes it's hard to make friends," said her dad, "especially if you eat them. You see, Penelope, children are the same as us on the inside, just tastier." That gave Penelope a lot to think about. The next day, Penelope tried really hard, but poor Penelope, she could not help herself from eating her classmates. "Mrs. Noodleman, Penelope ate Williamamoto again." And they were all afraid of her. Except Walter. Walter was a goldfish. So Penelope tried to make friends with him. "Will you be my friend?" "Chomp!" "Ah!" cried Penelope. "He's eating my finger! Wah!" Once Penelope found out what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children. She stopped eating her classmates, even when Sissy Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself. And soon Penelope made friends. "Found you. Want a brownie? I helped make them." Now, even when children look especially delicious, she peeks at Walter and remembers what it's like when someone tries to eat you. And Walter, the goldfish, stares right back at her and licks his lips. Because dinosaurs are delicious.
Part of growing up, part of making friends, is figuring out what others go through sometimes, figuring out how others see things sometimes. When Penelope first went to school, she saw things only from a dinosaur's point of view. And a dinosaur eats things, eats everything, at least a T-Rex does. She had to learn by actually going through what they were going through. She had to be bitten by the goldfish before she understood that getting bitten is a bad thing. It's not fun at all. And only then could she stop eating her classmates. And look what happened. As soon as she understood what the other children were like, as soon as she understood what they were going through, they were all able to be friends, to play together, and she didn't have to be lonely anymore. As you go through life, you're going to meet people who are different from you. They might look different. They might talk different. They might dress different. They might live in a place you wouldn't want to live. And sometimes they may not act exactly like you want them to act. But before you judge them, before you reject them, try to see why they're acting that way or why they are different. Try to see things from their point of view. Try to pretend that you were them, and how would you feel? And then maybe you'll understand them better, and you'll be able to be friends with them, and they'll be able to be friends with you, and neither of you will have to be lonely. Jesus made friends with all kinds of people. Rich people, poor people, religious people, non-religious people, sick people, healthy people. And some people tried to tell him he shouldn't be friends with all those people, but Jesus didn't listen, because Jesus understands who all of us are. Jesus understands me. Jesus understands you. And Jesus went through everything we have to go through so that we can be friends with Jesus. And do you know why Jesus did all of that? Do you know why Jesus wants us to be friends with him? Sure you do. It's because he loves us this much. So God bless you. God bless you that you remember you are the beloved child he created you to be. And good night.